Yeah,
We are back.
we are back. Yeah, the SGO Press Pass. We finally got the Holy Trinity here. My name is Curtis Russell. I'm a senior editor here at Sports Gamers Online. I am joined by our MLB expert. I was gonna go Brandon. Then okay. Brandon Satterwhite. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing pretty good. The Yankees are 9-2, so I'm loving it right now.
Oh yeah, and then recently they just absolutely destroyed the Astros, so that was great for me to see, of course. And then of course we got our number 3, one of the best to ever do it, Mike Knox.
Fresh off a 3-hour show, and I rushed here to do this one. So
Was that show 3 hours? I saw a little bit of it.
it was
Watched
night
a
one
little
and
bit
night
of
two of WrestleMania. My channel has a bunch of wrestling fans, and they rated my team. I would not let do a WrestleMania review show without me being a part of it. So
Of course.
we did it today, and damn, 3 hours, as long as I've ever done a radio show ever. And I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm already sore and tired as it is. But duty calls, and duty is gaming, and we love gaming. We love sports gaming, and offense, Brandon, fuck the Yankees. But they beat the Astros, so I'm okay with that.
That's right.
And for the first time ever in my life, they're exciting to watch. And I'm saying that from someone who's like, I hate them before. Like Derek Jeter's cap shots, I love that gif with the nephew with him, with tipping the hat out for. But I just hate the Yankees, evil empire. But we're gaming, Curtis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's almost time for Top Spin. I ain't playing it yet, but I hope I get a free copy of that other Kurt, Natural.
Yeah.
Can I get a Top Spin, please?
Send him a little DM, because I had to go out of my way to talk to a representative at 2K to get my own little special copies and stuff.
You got the
like
copy
that.
of Top
Not
Spin?
Not yet. No, I haven't. I have not got one yet.
I hope you send that to me.
Yeah. If I get any extras, I will send them straight to you. It looks good. Looks good. I'm glad you're excited for it, Mike. I'm really glad, because nobody else is sharing the same excitement with me except you.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, and now Brandon. Brandon's excited. I always see like Mike retweeting in, and I see you retweeting it too, but Mike is like commented and been like, this is really exciting type stuff. It looks good. I mean, they recently dropped some stuff about it today. With the Mike, they talked about the modes. They talked about my player. They talked about some of the online modes. It looks good. Some people are complaining about the roster. My favorite tennis players are on there, so I'm not really complaining too much about it. But let's start off with, what have we been playing? I want to start off with Mike, because he hasn't been playing anything because he was at WrestleMania. Lucky bastard. I mean, WrestleMania was awesome.
It was amazing. It was the fact I can talk is amazing as well. But before then, I had been replaying, finishing up on Madden, WWE 2K24. It's what I've really been playing the most. This is the most I've played this game in the past few years. I thought last year's version of the game was really, really great. And WWE 2K23, I thought it was a great step forward. So now into this game, I'm really, really loving it and just having a lot of fun with it, to be honest with you. It's rare I can play a game where I'm not fighting to be number one in, if that makes any sense. Like when I'm playing Madden, I gotta win. I'm playing 2K, I gotta win. I'm playing wrestling, I lose, I don't. I'm having fun playing the game. And believe it or not, I got my son's birthday was April 1st. I got him the Tekken 6 PlayStation version of the game. So they've been whipping my ass at that, because I'm not a fighting game person. But I did go on a 3-game winning streak because I cheated and I put out Chung Lee, and I told them they couldn't do their special moves, so I won like 3 in a row. So I'm pretty cool.
You had to handicap a little bit.
I had to handicap them. Yeah, I definitely did.
To get a few dubs. Brandon, what have you been playing, man?
MLB, basically. That's all I've been playing since it came out. I've just been grinding that franchise, Road to the Show, Diamond Dynasty. Been playing it all.
Okay, all right. I think mine they're usually interesting. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma 2. So I've laid off of that a little bit, but because I've been reviewing a game called Turbo Golf Racing, which the review will be out as soon as this show is done. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll put it into Sports Gamers Online. But this game, it went through 11 different updates in early access. It's basically Rocket League, but the golf version, less competitive, doesn't really have any team oriented kind of mode with it, but I kind of like it a little bit, but it isn't too much for me. But that will reflect in the score, so you guys will check that out a little later. But yeah, love Dragon's Dogma. Definitely a game of the year contender. Think it's a great game. Can't wait to see how it does in terms of that. Mike, you talked about WWE 2K24. I want to hear a little bit more what you have to say about it, because I agree with you 100%. WWE 2K24 is one of the best wrestling games I've actually played. I think it's so good. I think they've capitalized more on the gameplay features and how the smoothness of the gameplay is since last year. And I think one of the modes that has been absolutely crazy, especially when I was a kid from like SmackDown versus Raw, is the GM mode. It is nuts. The fact that you can send out scouts and find new talent and things like that. This is like getting on like almost on a FIFA level. Like some of the things I would do in FIFA, I can do it in WWE now. Find new talent. You can get them on SmackDown, Raw, things like that. I mean, it's crazy. I wish some of the features from that mode kind of translated over to Universe mode, so it could be give Universe mode a little bit more of a purpose to play. But I mean, I love this game.
That's probably the one mode I don't play that much, to be honest.
Which one?
The manager's mode.
Oh, okay.
I'm more into Universe.
Yeah.
I think Universe has stepped up this year. The surprises that are in it. I beat it on the Dark Horse side. I'm now finishing up with the ladies side of the game, which for the second year in a row, I think they gave the girls a better storyline than they gave the guys in the game. But just overall, the GM mode, that's what it is. The GM mode, I play it, but it's like, remember EA Sports NFL, the coaching edition game?
Yeah, the head coach.
The head coach. Yeah. My friend and I, like, the only people I ever met that bought that game. And I remember buying it, but I didn't play the game, right? So I don't like simulating things. I think it's cool to be I think you should merge somehow GM mode and Universe mode together. That would make it let me participate in those matches, or then be choice to say, I want to move on. And maybe it's changed. You can tell me, because I honestly haven't touched it this year, because in years past I haven't liked the way that it went. Do you play them now, or do you still just go through the simulating of this was the match, that was the week, that was the money, that's what you earned? Is it still that way, or do you actually get to participate in the matches now?
And you're talking about in Universe mode, right?
No, I'm talking about GM mode.
Oh, in GM mode? No, you could participate in the matches.
Last year you couldn't participate in the matches. Last year it was just you set the matches up. You made this much money off of the, you want to go concession, want to go here, want to go there. Did those things. So it's pretty cool if you can do that now. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mainly play a lot of Universe mode. I just make my person and just do a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what the hell. Eric Herrera says, in my opinion, best WrestleMania ever. Is that? How do you feel about that, Mike? I've heard it's. I think it's top 5.
I think it's loaded.
Stuff. Yeah,
you're right. So it depends on where you sit, but yeah, it was 28 for me. I was there in person. It was my first WrestleMania. 38.
Mike is the final.
And
boss.
Dallas was just amazing to me to watch Cody return, and that where I sat at on the ramp, 4th row. Yeah, that experience was different. But going back and watching them, this might have been the best. Nice. I would not disagree. If you disagree with it, I'm not mad at you. No, I don't think nobody's wrong in that situation. But that's where I sit there. It was pretty damn good.
I really enjoyed it. It got me. Well, the game really got me back into just watching like the Raws leading up to the WrestleMania, and then this WrestleMania just said, "Oh my god, I need to keep watching this," because I'm getting involved in the storylines again. I'm getting all involved into the characters again. The wrestling's good. I'm all back in.
You don't have access no more to the studio, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay, that sucks.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, you're skipping through it. I'm like, great. All right, at least I can see them, but I can see those. Yeah, I think it's a great WWE game this year. I can't wait to see what they do next year. But this year, I'm loving the Universe mode and everything with that. We've been gone for so long. There's so many games that have came out. MLB The Show 24 came out also. I've read Brandon's review. Brandon,
I didn't read it. I watched his review.
Yeah. Okay.
You read it though?
I read it. Yeah,
okay.
I read it.
I like books. I like audio books.
That was definitely the read. Definitely took a while. I should have used the audio book type thing. If you would have narrated, Mike, that would have been great. MLB The Show 24, played loads of it so far. This is probably the most I've ever played MLB The Show. You gave it a 7, Brandon. Do you mind?
That was WrestleMania 4, by the way.
Okay.
No, it was 5. I'm an idiot. Go ahead.
What made you come up with the 7? I kind of know, but like, what made you come up with the 7?
So gameplay was great. I loved the gameplay of the game at launch. But I just didn't feel like there was a whole lot new, especially with modes like franchise. Diamond Dynasty didn't really have much new. Road to the Show, really all it was you can now play as a female ball player. And then they added the draft combine, which was just a repackaged version of the old top showcase games from the old Road to the Shows.
And I skipped that part, by the way. I said I don't want to go
straight to the draft.
Yeah, I went straight to the draft.
Am I idiot? Because I could not figure out, Brandon, at all for one reason. Why you add in this fucking catching the ball with the analog stick motion and throwing? And I hate it when can you change it? Because I just gave. Okay, where do I change this shit at? Because I must be an idiot.
Go to settings and go to throwing method, and you can change it from showtime to something. The button.
Am I supposed to do that before I start the show? Because once I'm in that damn combine, I couldn't change it in a combine. I got really mad. I
thought you could change it.
I still got drafted 3rd overall, but still.
I can't get past the highest I've been drafted is like the 6th round.
Yeah, I was something like that too.
Shit, maybe I was the 3rd pick in the 6th round.
But what I didn't like about that was if you're playing in the outfield, no matter which outfield position you are, they make you do the drills in center. If you're in the infield, no matter what infield position you are, they make you do the drills at shortstop.
Oh, okay.
No, I was a first baseman. I did first base drills.
Really?
Yeah, I did first base drills. That's how I was mad about that when I couldn't throw the ball. I never liked that anyway with the analog. I think that's stupid. Make this one go with that. Right, left and right.
Yeah.
When they threw me up, they said the one thing was turn a double play.
Mm-hmm.
It made me move the damn analog stick to the catcher's thing to catch the ball. I just thought that was stupid.
And you're like 2 inches away from him.
Yeah, and it still fumbles the ball. I'm like, all right, now you're making my drop, my status drop because I can't infill the ball no matter how many home runs I'm hitting because I play on rookie. I cheat like that.
Okay, so I played as a third baseman, and it made me do them at shortstop. And then I played as a left fielder; it made me do them in center field.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once you get into like the actual, like once you're on your team,
don't worry about me.
Not a whole lot different.
Don't talk no more. I don't want to see that again. He said baseball's a boring sport, boring video game. What the hell is your problem? Nah.
MVP baseball is one of my favorite games of all time. High Heat was the first game that ever showed you almost rushed a mound. Like they would go. And then it would just stop as he was rushing them out. Like, let him fight.
Let him go at it. So was I wrong for skipping the combine? Because I was like, I don't want to do any extra stuff. I just want to go and start playing the game.
Yeah. I mean, like, you do the drills, you play 3 quick games, and then you're there. So, like, you're really not missing a whole lot, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're in it, it's basically the same as it's been since 21. It's the exact same progression system that I've said over and over I don't like. And yeah, basically the same. And then the UI when the game launched was just awful. Like a lot of there was a lot of UI bugs with like weird flashing white lights and the text was hard to read and stuff like that. But yeah, it was that was some of the things that brought it down for me.
I like I guess it's the NBA in me, 2K. That I saw the combine, I wanted to play it.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because it's supposed to elevate your status. But I'm thinking no matter what, you're still end up where you're picked at. Because when I said 3rd round, I think it was like the 6th round. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But how do I knock off in all those games, like 7 home runs.
Yeah.
And a combine, I should be higher than a 6th round draft pick. You know what I mean? And I went to a team I didn't want to go to, which made it even worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm stuck with right now. I'm having a problem with difficulty because I didn't do dynamic, so I went and did amateur for most of it, and then I jumped over to Mike's gone, and then I jumped over to minors, and I'm getting blitzed. I am getting torched at the plate in minors. Like I'm
really.
I gotta back up. But like now I want to do dynamic, and dynamic makes you start at beginner, and it's like I don't want to play beginner because it's too easy.
Yeah.
So I'm caught in a pickle. I don't know if I have to just play amateur, but I feel like sometimes it's too easy.
Yeah, I tried to bump up my difficulty this year in Diamond Dynasty from veteran to all-star, because all-star is where like all the online stuff is. That's where you start off. And I wanted to try that this year, and I was doing all right.
Yeah.
And then they had that big patch that broke the game, and the gameplay just feels different on all-star now. Like there's so many issues with it right now that I'm back on veteran. I'm just doing offline stuff.
Yeah. Is there a patch that's probably coming soon for that? As enough people complained about that?
I don't know, because they haven't addressed that it did anything to the gameplay. So what happened was they did a big patch to fix some things like the two-way player glitch, which for some reason was back this year after it took them 6 months last year to patch it out. For some reason it shows back up. They patch it out. They patch a few other things. We show up the next morning, and all of our players are like 2 foot tall, wearing number 0, batting right-handed, even if they're lefty. Like the whole game was completely messed up.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A few hours later, they fix it, but now we're starting to see all of these gameplay issues that we didn't see at the beginning, and it may have just been we just didn't have enough time with the game.
Yeah.
But now it's like I've got people fouling the ball, hitting foul balls when I throw it 4 feet out of the zone. There's been reports of sliders are apparently glitched where the exit velos on them are messed up. Exit velos in general are just kind of messed up. Like you'll have good swing, good PCI placement with high power dudes, and you'll get like 85 exit velo.
Yeah. You mentioned it there in the beginning, and I completely agree with you. I think it's weird that Road to the Show, it did only get the massive key feature was that women's baseball is now a thing in Road to the Show, because nothing else is overall changed. And you did a video recently about just the like what's going on with Road to the Show and how it progressed, and then how it's kind of just going backwards. I don't know what needs to happen for this mode to get a lot better, because it has so much promise. I don't know what your overall opinion is on that.
I think the number one thing is just the progression system is just bad. Like I hate the skill set and the perks and the equipment system. I just absolutely hate it.
It's like you're talking about where you rip the packs open and stuff like that.
Yeah, you rip the packs for like the perks and the equipment, and then you have like your skill set. So it's like the speedy slugger or that sort of thing. Yeah. And then like every game, like your attribute will go up like that much from gameplay, but then the rest is all perks or equipment.
I don't like it because it feels like I'm playing Ultimate Team. I don't like the randomized kind of thing. I feel like it would be too easy to monetize if they wanted to. I don't think they would, but it'd be too easy if they wanted to.
Well, they already have.
What in Road to the Show?
Yeah, that's why they did it originally back in 21 was perks and equipment, and still to this day you can buy those with stubs, which you can buy with real money.
That is crazy, because
that's why they did that.
It helps out your overall. That is crazy.
In 21 and all the way until this year, you could use your Road to the Show player in Diamond Dynasty and online modes. So that's why everyone hated it, and they finally took that out this year.
Oh my god! If you're using, that's like in Dragon's Dogma, you're using like money to boost up your character or whatever, or like getting fairy stones so you can like fast travel all over the place in a single player mode, in a single player game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
I grind Road to the Show because I get that equipment and then I sell it in Diamond Dynasty to make stubs over there.
No, for real. Pittsburgh Man said, how often does Curtis yell Kobe while shooting into the hamper in the back? Think of a number and then double it. That's exactly it. Just Kobe. If I had something right now I could throw into it, I would right now. That's nuts. But I mean, I do like Road to the Show. I hope it gets better in the future. That's the only game mode I play because I'm not good at MLB. So it's we'll see how the next game is. We'll see how it goes. Anything else on MLB The Show 24?
Content's been bad. Like, there's just no new content coming out for Diamond Dynasty.
For real?
No. So there's been 2 programs, but instead they've put out like 8 packs, like, which is unusual for them. Like, usually they'll put out a program and then they'll have a specialty pack that coincides with it, and you can get one of those packs by completing the program. Now they've only put out like 2 or 3 programs, and they put out all these different specialty packs, and there's no way to earn them.
That's
so
crazy.
It seems like it might be losing its title of the consumer-friendly card collecting mode pretty soon.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, people are not happy about it.
The faster they get rid of that shit, the faster I like these games again.
That's nuts. And the game is still kind of suffering from like glitches and stuff, right? Like, I haven't seen much, but from what I've heard, it still has a lot of like glitches going on.
Home run derby is horrible. There's times a guy get 37 home runs in the first round because they're counting each home run as 2.
What?
The home run derby is weird. Like, I've seen a dude had 47 home runs in the first round. I'm like, there's no way. And I looked up and I realized, and it only happened because by the second round, they're having more glitches now in the game than I've ever seen them have in a game before. I don't know why or what's the rhyme or reason for it, but it's just not the same as it used to be.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
I have faith in them to fix it, so I don't complain too much.
Yeah, what happened to San Diego Studios? Because I've always thought that they were like top tier in terms of like sports games.
Now, I don't know what happened this year. I get the feeling this game was somewhat rushed just because with storylines with both the Negro League Season 2 and with Derek Jeter, we only had half of it at launch, and we didn't get the other half till later. Diamond Dynasty content, usually there's a great plan for like the first 2-3 months. Now it's already April, and we're already running out of content. And bugs that were patched last year were left in. UI bugs were overlooked. Like, just so many of the little things just got overlooked this year.
Too much. That's insane. That's insane. I don't even know in the AAA sports gaming space. I don't even know who's the best. I mean, I have a lot of respect for 2K, what they've done with NBA. I know a lot of people think some of it's like over the top. But like EA is not that. I don't know. It's they were the last ones. San Diego Studios was the last ones. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. Let's jump over to EA Sports College Football. It seems like we are now getting into that space where every week is something new from this game. People are trying to either guess when's it coming out, what's going to be in it, what's the NILs going to be like, what are some of the things that are going into the game. Still don't know much about it, but one of the big stories that's came out is that we kind of have been hearing the release month. I thought recently, Brandon, that we heard July. We did hear July at first, and then this guy comes on the Pat McAfee show and kind of solidifies that.
Yeah, so there'd been a few like people claim on Twitter that they had the release date, and it was always in July was what they were claiming. Now they claimed a few different dates, but then Kirk Herbstreit went on Pat McAfee and he said, I think it's coming out in July. So that basically confirmed that that's when it's coming out.
I think the next thing we need to hear is definitely some game modes. What is this game going to entail? I think that's the biggest part now. Are we going to be able to import our player from here to Madden, and how all that's going to work, how Road to Glory is going to work and everything like that. That's the more exciting stuff, of course, but still haven't had any word on any of that. Is there anything in this game that you would really want to see? I don't know if I've asked you that question yet.
The thing I'm most excited for is the transfer portal. I want that to be just very, very realistic. I want people leaving teams like during the season. I want to be able to like poach guys from other teams.
Yeah.
Recruiting needs to be good in Dynasty.
Was that what your latest video was about?
Yes, that was
I haven't watched it yet. I was about to say I haven't watched it yet. I remember seeing the title and I was like, okay, I
Shame.
know. Hey, look,
Shame.
I've been busy with the review. Been busy with the review. All right.
He's a busy man.
I
like
haven't
I'm
watched
not?
it yet.
We're all busy people. We're creators. We're always busy.
Oh,
I got 5 kids.
And
A
you're
wife
a
and
busy
3
father.
dogs.
That's what you are.
I'm
What about you, Mike? What is something that you really want to see in NCAA?
The fucking game come out.
Oh my God, it's coming out in July.
That's not soon enough. You know why?
Why?
Because it should be sooner than that, because July comes and I'm getting mad in a month. Give me time to let that thing cook and simmer. You can't just go in there and make chili and think it's done in 25 minutes. It's chili. It has to simmer. Let all the flavors get in there. Let the cooking step in there. I'm sorry, you don't eat chili in my bag. Gumbo. You know what I mean? You got to put all the ingredients in your gumbo. Don't just give me no damn crawfish and sausage by itself. Give me some crawfish, some sausage, some corn, some okra. Up in that thing, I make it cook.
I don't. Usually I would disagree with you, but I don't 100% disagree with you because there's not really any EA games that come out early like that, like in a February, in a March, in April. Maybe that could work. When's bowl season? Is that February? January, February?
Bowl season.
December and January.
December and
like
January.
very beginning of January.
Yeah. Man, I get it. You don't want a game to come out too early. Like MLB to me came out, 3 weeks before the season came out. Madden comes out about a month before this. I think that was too early. Madden shouldn't come out until the week 1 of the NFL season. So that way I got to wait for my day 1 patch and my updated rosters. Put it out when the season starts. Let college football come out sooner, like where it is. It's a good time for it, right? That way you get your preseason games, but let Madden wait and that a whole month and a half, 2 months before it comes out, so people can have time to enjoy college football, and we don't have to have these stupid arguments we have every single week on this program, or every month we have it on this show is, college football is better than Madden. Madden's better than college football. They're the same company making the same football game, just with different entities of the game. So that's just where I stay. That's never gonna change for me. You know that.
I think that would be a good idea, coming out a little bit earlier. Letting it, like you said, letting it simmer a little bit. Then Madden comes out probably in August. July 19th. I haven't heard of July 19th yet, but maybe.
I've heard that, and then exactly 1 week before that. So those are the 2 dates that keep floating around.
What are we in right now?
I
Is
think
it
the 4th
April?
of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I think we would definitely hear it soon. We'll definitely hear more about it soon. What games are we excited for?
There's popcorn.
The rest. What sports games are we excited for the rest of the year? So of course, you're into it's Madden, Mike. But I mean, I have to think a little bit because
Top spin.
Oh, Top Spin. Let's
Top Spin, yeah.
Let's start there. Yeah. Top Spin.
No,
I like
sports game counts.
I mean, Top Spin, of course, Madden. What is there something?
I mean, college football has to be at the top of the list.
They're absolutely. Brandon, you're any of us, including myself, would be a moron to think that it's not college football. If you're a sports gamer, this is Sports Gamers Online. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. At this point in the program, guys, if you're watching, smash the subscribe button. You know why? Because we want the natural to start paying us. So how about that?
My God.
Okay. I'm just keeping it real. Okay.
Okay. NCAA, of course. Madden 25. I have no idea what the hell.
Second Madden 25.
Or Madden 20.
Oh, how about that, Brandon?
Yeah, my bad.
The second Madden 20. Shit, I'm
I
getting
am
old.
curious what they're going to do with that.
Yeah. What was it? Was it the Madden 15? What they named
14 on the
14.
PS3 was called Madden 25.
That's crazy.
Well,
That
it was the 25th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
they named
they
it
call it
25. It had Adrian Peterson on the cover.
And then Barry Sanders was on the PS3 version.
Right. No, actually, I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm an Xbox guy. You had both copies at that point. They were out for the game because I had on Xbox, and it was Adrian Peterson, and that's when the next gen came out, and it was the first time people realized, it was the same game on both consoles. It was ported over, not remade. That was the whole big thing. Because, I got the same game that the other one had. And I remember being mad at until I came in. I was like, yo, I bought a whole new damn system. Well, I got the same 360 version. I just have the Xbox One version of it, but it was the exact same version of both games. But you're right. Barry Sanders on one copy, and on the next gen was Adrian Peterson. At that time, was accused of beating his children. Which, have you guys never watched what about just watching? It said the problem with America, it was Blackish. So the problem with America is we don't beat our kids' ass no more. They said we're the only country in the world that don't beat our kids' asses. You could tell because our kids are stupid.
Don't worry about me, says Axis Football 25. Don't open that can of worms right now. Do not open that can of worms right now. That's the Madden killer. The potential Madden killer.
I almost walked off the show right there.
Well, speaking of indies, I know the person who made Legend Bowl that we reviewed last year. He is. I think he's working on another one, like a college game similar to it. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to come out this year or next year, but that is near the top of my list because I loved Legend Bowl.
Will Undisputed come to consoles this year?
Doubtful.
Don't open that can of worms.
Press X to doubt.
What are we in? April?
Mm-hmm.
I could make dare I say October.
For what?
Undisputed?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying it right now. October.
If that game comes out in October, I'm giving somebody a PlayStation 5 who listens to our shows as a random person. Word to mother. Record it, write it down. I don't give a shit.
All right.
Okay. Let me write this down.
2024. If Undisputed comes out with a console version in October, I'm giving a special listener a PlayStation 5. It may be used, but it'll be a PlayStation 5.
Watch, they set the release date for November 1st.
I'd be pissed. At least I'm still saying this year. I just think it's going to be further. I mean, they have the whole summer, right? It's in October. You got a little bit of the fall. They're saying this is their last major update that they just had. They got the career mode sorted. A couple more small updates. Why not? It might launch in terrible condition, but I'm gonna give them benefit of a doubt. I mean, Brandon, am I crazy here?
I don't think you're crazy. If I were them, I would wait until I think it's more likely to come out early next year.
So that means we're gonna get GTA 5 before we get Undisputed on consoles.
Absolutely. Without question.
But we'll get Undisputed on console before we get a new Mario Kart.
Ooh.
Oh, we're going to get Elder Scrolls 6, right? Before.
We've been on Mario Kart 8 since like 2013.
Yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous with Mario Kart at this
Damn,
point.
that shit that old?
Yeah, it's old.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's old.
I got my kids the Switches a couple years back. It was like, oh, look, I got Mario Kart 8. Right,
everybody got Mario Kart 8. Yeah. Get a PlayStation 5 Pro. You don't have a PlayStation 5 yet, do you, Mike?
Are we rubbing this in?
I mean, maybe.
I chose to go to WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
I chose to have these belts in the back.
Yeah.
As even though they're old as shit. But my Eufaula, because I'm a tribal chief. Okay.
You should ask the tribal chief to help you get one.
Nah, right now he's
taking a break.
Taking a break.
He's taking a break.
So no, I'm gonna get one. I have one. I have one by this sports season coming up in July.
And then you'll gift that one in October.
I'm gonna buy whoever else one. I can do this. I'm not broke in these streets. I got a good job.
Speaking of giving away things, I'm still trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna give away a copy of the Xbox version of Turbo Golf Racing. Yes, I have a copy of Turbo Golf Racing. I'm gonna let Mike choose who gets it though.
That's easy. I like those who talk trash in the chat. So far it's a contest between my man right here because he's a Cody crybaby.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh,
and Pittsburgh man always checks in, but let's see what new person chimes in. They might give y'all some run for y'all money tonight. So,
Oh, Dominic's already throwing.
There goes
Cowboy
Dominic.
Nation. Yep. What have they done in the off season yet? Nothing. Oh my goodness!
just like Madden, nothing.
Big old fat nothing. All right,
Oh,
so
they're
we're
gonna
at,
pick up Zuki. Oh shit, he might have won. Shit, I hate Duke.
Hey, I'm a Razorback fan. We just got Coach Cal.
hey, that's right.
First of all, y'all got John Cheetah Perry. Hold on,
And we're giving him $5 million in NIL from Tyson and Walmart.
Do you know that man is a cheater? And he no longer could win at Kentucky, so he left. And I'm a big fan of Arizona Razorbacks as far as college basketball is concerned. I remember Miller Richardson's 40 Minutes of Hell to me with Todd Day and those guys. I think college football is the best. I mean, college basketball is my favorite sport to watch. I just absolutely love it. Everybody asks these WrestleMania questions. That's what sometimes I come on here and I don't try to have wrestling in the background because it turns like a wrestling show.
I think it's all right. I mean, because I do want to hear what was your favorite match at both nights because you were there.
The main events in both nights, honestly. The tag team match was great between Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody, and then night 2 main event where he actually finally wins. Cody does finish the story. I always tell people I'm a huge Cody Rhodes fan because I'm a huge Dusty Rhodes fan. I've never not liked Cody Rhodes. I just didn't want Cody Rhodes over me having Rock versus Roman. That's literally the only reason why. And I don't think you don't have a man keep a title this long to not break a record. And he was just 6 months away from beating Hogan's record, so it didn't make any sense to me. But I always say things are, as much as we are fans, we have to respect the person who's doing the things. And people say they hated the fact that Taker lost his streak. Undertaker didn't want the streak anymore. So as fans, we like, oh, that sucks. The man didn't want that pressure no more, right? Roman didn't want to keep the title, right? If you look at, he got pinned by Cody. The man's smiling. His beautiful ass veneers. He's on the ground like
eyes closed and everything.
Yeah, getting pinned like it's finally over. I ain't gotta carry these fucking belts around. So he's still my tribal chief.
It was awesome what he did though.
You know what I mean? But overall, I think I tell everybody, if you don't go to WrestleMania, and going to WrestleMania is just not the thing to do. Just don't go to the building. You got to go to the World, which is now called the World, but the Access. You want to do Hall of Fame. You want to be engulfed in wrestling. And I had a friend of mine who went with us who's just a Debbie Downer sometimes, but we went into Xfinity Live, and I've never, in all the years I've been to WrestleMania, had a place like Philadelphia. You know, my second home. I'm born in Chicago, raised in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Raised in Chicago and raised in Philadelphia at the same time. Like, my father's from Philadelphia, so I grew up in both cities. And that crowd, though, in Philadelphia was just insane. I walked into Xfinity Live, which is in the middle of the sports complex for those who don't know. Like, in Philadelphia, Brandon, when they see you're a Yankees fan, they have Wachovia Center, Citizens Bank Park, and Lincoln Financial Field all within a block of each other in one big parking lot. Right in smack in the middle is Xfinity Live. And you walked inside, it was 20,000 wrestling fans inside of this building just screaming at people playing music while they had a Ride the Bull thing going on. Okay, and let's just be honest. We see a girl riding a bull and they got wrestling, we're going crazy. Okay, and it was just, it's the only time I've ever been somewhere in the history of me going to sporting events where I don't have to like your guy. You don't like my guy. I'm screaming no yeet. I'm screaming, F Cody. No one's fighting. No one's arguing.
That's true.
It's just, that's who you like. That's who I don't like. People are walking up on me. You put it real, like when this big guy came up to me because he had a yeet. I was like, no yeet from across the room. We face to face and you're fake like we're going to fight. But it's just the most chill entertainment time. And people go, oh my God, I know wrestling was still so big. It's just a soap opera. You watch The Avengers. You watch, Invincible, whatever it is you watch. It's a TV show. That's what wrestling is, a TV show. You know what I mean? And it's the best TV show I've ever been a part of my entire life.
Yeah, it's sick. It got me right back into it, man. It was sick. One question we just got from Kels is, how much do you think college football is going to play or feel similar to Madden? I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna
So I
say.
know you ain't asking me.
Yeah, I know.
But
What
I'm
you're
gonna let
gonna
Brandon
say.
answer that question. Brandon's
Yeah.
smarter than me. Let the smart people answer.
I mean, on the field, I feel it's going to be pretty similar to Madden, like almost identical. But like in Dynasty mode, off the field, like doing the recruiting, the coaching carousel. Hopefully, that's in there. Transfer portal, NIL, all that stuff. That's where you're going to.
You think they're gonna put the transfer portal in the game? But you mentioned it earlier.
They have confirmed NIL and transfer portal are in the game.
Nice.
So you're telling me I might lose a player because of transfer portal in the game? That's pretty fucking fire. That's pretty fire.
That's cool. That's cool. So certainly, like the presentation, atmosphere, everything like that is going to be different in NCAA. It's going to they're going to try to emulate that college football atmosphere. But yeah, overall, I would think it feels the same. So we'll kind of know exactly how Madden's going to feel once we play NCAA or college football. Like a month before, it's a month before. So yeah, that's a good question. We got about 15 more minutes. You guys can get your questions in. We'll just keep talking about awesome games that we're excited for. What do we think is going to happen with NBA 2K25?
I don't give two shits.
Yes, you do.
No,
that
I don't.
is full of shit. Yes, you do.
I don't. I just want you to go follow the Mike Knox Show on YouTube. Get to 900 cheap pop. I'm giving away this beautiful WrestleMania jacket, never worn. When I get to 1,000, I'm giving away a World Championship belt, and I'm also giving away today, even on this program, who follows the Mike Knox Show. If you're a fan of my guy right there, Matt Riddle, signed Matt Riddle hat from Matt Riddle. And I got many more gifts. You can't go to WrestleMania and then come on Sports Gamers Online where I'm being blessed by the natural himself to allow me to come on here and be me. You know what I mean? And not give away some stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to plug my shit.
I'm going to have to.
Show, but no, honestly, I'm telling you why I'm not playing it. I've said this to you before in shows we've done before, right? 2K has broken up friendships and families. Okay? My crew broke up. People start to fight. 2K, that my player shit makes people go crazy. Okay? I will play 2K as it's meant to play basketball once it goes on Black Friday sale for $20. That's when I will buy 2K.
That's when I bought 2K24.
Yeah, I'm never buying that game again day one because I spent so much money in what they call microtransactions. Is the terminology? I don't think it's worth it. Because of games like Madden with the Mutt, my career with people buy VC after VC after VC. Games are meant to be made to be fun and to be earned, not to be paid for. I mean, you start to pay for them. I think MLB Show had the same thing when they had with the auctions and stuff. They just ran too bad. And we want to play the games. I think gamers in itself, I love Sports Gamers Online. Why I fell in love with it is gaming is fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to take you away from your normal rigmarole of your life. To come on there and have fun, to get away, you meet good people online, and you go that way. When you start to fight and argue over a game, or the whole thing like Apple versus Android, like we're fighting over Apple, we're fighting over Marvel versus DC. Why? I love Marvel and I love DC. I have an iPhone, but I don't think Androids are ass. Or let me rephrase that: I don't think Samsungs are ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, come on, guys. Let's just have games and have fun and enjoy them. You like what you like. I like what I like. He's a Yankees fan. I made fun of him. We ain't start fighting about it.
Everybody's so tribalistic, right?
Yeah. Like,
everybody wants to stick by their own guns.
I have.
Do you think it would hurt the game with it coming out yearly like Madden? No, absolutely not. Not for. Now, what's up, NBA Live girl?
What's up, NBA Live girl?
Not NCAA, not EA Sports college football. Absolutely not. If anything, EA is about to make even more freaking money
because of college football, right? You mean that way?
Oh yeah.
College football players are in school for so little time, like 2-3 years max. So you want it yearly so that you're getting the new freshmen and the new players that are coming in.
When have we had a college football last time I had a college basketball game was what 2K. Was that 4?
EA NCAA basketball 10.
Yeah,
was
with
10.
EA
had the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Blake Griffin was on it. Yeah.
I wish. I thought. What was that? Coach K had a basketball game. As I hate Duke, but Coach K had a Sega Genesis. Oh, that was
wow.
that game introduced running plays in a game.
Mm.
Right? So I wish they would. I just don't think there's a market for college basketball games as there is for college football.
Yeah.
I can be wrong. I just don't think there's a market for it.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, NBA Live Girl, people come on here all the time and asking us about a college basketball game. There's just nothing out there for one. There's just nothing out there. There has to be an NBA Live first. It's funny, it's in your name. There has to be NBA Live first before there's a college basketball game.
Good point.
They got to be that. Don't 2K got licensed for colleges? That they do, but it has to be a different type of license. Like they couldn't make a game, I don't think. Brandon, I don't know. You might have to fact check me on that. I feel like you would know a little bit more on that.
They had them for my career. They had like Duke, Kansas, and that, but they went to just like the direct schools, and they only got like a handful of them.
Yeah,
so you could play like a couple of games.
Yeah, you got like UCLA in there. I know you could play on like you'll have like a college tournament or something in like
but they couldn't call it like March Madness or the Final Four or anything like that because that's all trademarked as well.
There was a March Madness basketball game, wasn't it?
Yes, EA made that. That was their NCAA college basketball.
You know, you gotta be reminding me I'm old and shit.
No, man, there's so many games coming out. It's ridiculous, and oh my goodness. Don't worry about me says, how do you think? Well, that's not what I read. That wasn't. No. I wanted to read the one by Kells. Do you see NBA Live returning in the near future? Have we talked about this before?
In exhaustion.
Yeah, but
not the near future.
Not the near future. No,
they gotta get Live. I mean, I thought Live was on a good scale to be great. I really did. In fairness, once you played 2K, you were just like, you can't take steps back like that. Like the concept was good, but 2K just really looks so good that that's what people are going to go off on, how the game looks. And the way that if you can get Live to look that good, then maybe. But with the last game they gave us, I thought was fun. But let's be honest, you were just going out there and you were just jacking up shots and they were going in.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not fun. Everybody don't jack up shots and go in like that. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not saying 2K don't have its problems, it does.
Okay, I want to ask y'all a really serious question that's been on my mind a lot.
Never.
Okay, so do you think
the question I was reading? I'm sorry.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask it anyway. Okay, we got one from X, right? Do you think NFL or NBA Street could return in 2025? But here's my question: those EA big type of games. Do you think there's still a strong market for that in today's landscape in the industry? Because you look at the type of games that these kids are into. We were into different types of games when we were kids, but they're into different type of games now. Do you think there's a big market for that in 2024 or 2025?
I'll let Brandon answer that one.
I don't know, because you had that wild card football came out last year, the Colin Kaepernick arcade football game.
Right.
I never really heard much about it once it came out. Like I saw it came out and then I never heard anyone talk about it. And I didn't play it, so I don't know, but it looked like it was sort of trying to go for that NFL street style. So I don't know. I don't know if there is that market. Like I would love that. And you would probably get a lot of people like on nostalgia and, you know, people like us. But I don't know if you would have like the lasting success of it being like live service. I don't know if it would find much strength there.
I think nostalgia is a very strong and weird thing, especially in video games. I think PlayStation tries to use that against gamers in a wrong way. Like if you look at the tier system that they have right now, they try to get people. I'm not going to pay extra to play God of War 3 streamed to my PlayStation. That's just I don't care enough to do that. I don't know. I agree with you a lot. It's a matter of if EA doesn't think it's going to make enough dollars, they're not going to make anything like that. I think that's the main thing.
They made that. What's that version of Madden now?
The Superstar Showdown.
Yeah, They're going to do things like that. If they're going to make a basketball game, they'll put it in there. They don't want to lose money.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
And
2K has the blacktop mode.
Yeah, but no one plays it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those games are fun for certain people they're not fun for, and there has to be a market that's going to equal some dividends for the companies. And when they can dummy them over and dummy them down by putting them inside of other versions of games, let them focus on making, let's say, UFC better. Let them focus on making Madden better, right? I'm a diehard Madden fan who will profess every year to my kids, who my son will say, that is the same game. Shut up. You don't even play. Get out of here. Because it's not the same game to me. But to a lot of people, though, it's copying, pasting, but that's just what it is. So let them get out of that bad stigma first before we start asking. I mean, hockey to me is the most best game they come out with every year that no one ever talks about. You know what I mean? That changes every year, but you never hear people bring up NHL. Before there was NBA Live or NBA 2K, My Career Mode with your friends in the rec center. No, there was NHL Hockey World with 5-on-5 hockey from the beginning, and no one talks about those things. So I hope they come up with those internet. I love that question there. Coach K was a great game, although I hate him as a coach, even though he's from Chicago. Whatever.
What's up with NBA 2K football? Oh my, what?
That question.
Kells is the third. I don't know.
You know what? I thought maybe you could get in the running to get this gift for that game, and then you did that shit. I mean,
not a strong market for 22 and under. Old people like me and Mike, yes.
What you mean, old people?
We love.
I'm a young old.
Me and Brandon love the EA big games. I mean,
oh yeah,
we love especially like even the FIFA Street stuff. Like that was really fun with Ronaldinho and stuff.
I want a Little League baseball game. Personally,
I would
probably play
World
that
Series?
more. Yeah, the one that came out was like backyardish though.
Yeah,
like I want a real when Little League baseball's on TV in the summer, I literally watch it for 3 straight weeks. The regionals, and again, I coached baseball for 13 years. I played semi-pro. I played college ball. You know what I mean? That's the purest form of baseball to me is Little League baseball. Make that again. I just think give certain things a better chance. Like asking for those games to come back is like asking for them to make a USL football game. Why would they do that? Like Maximum Football, I say every year. I've been doing this show with you now, Curtis, almost 2 years now, right? I've always say, why make these games? There's no money. Like I get fans want them. You have to understand, 10% of fans are the ones crying for things because we're in those algorithms of seeing those things. But 90% of fans don't give 2 shits. They want their Madden. College football is coming back because it's college football. It's arguably next to the NFL, the most popular sport. It's college football. Those logos, Roll Tide, and all that shit, the Texas Long Hook 'em Horns, that shit's forever goated in American history, right? And so those things matter. When it comes to college basketball, you got about 8 schools. That's why they call them the Blue Bloods. Duke, North Carolina, right? Kansas, Kentucky, right? Those are a small amount of schools in college. UCLA, you know what I mean? A small amount of, it's in college, it's Ohio State, it's Michigan, it's Notre Dame, it's UCLA, it's USC, it's Texas. I can just keep going. It's just that's how college football is. So college football making a comeback is definitely needed, wanted, and we've been begging for it. But again, fuck that. I got Topspin coming out first.
Yeah, exactly.
y'all need to get on the bandwagon, man. I'm telling you, fellas.
It looks good.
My wife, I say my girl, Jesus Christ. My wife of 21 years loves Topspin. You can wait. They came out with so many other tennis games that just wasn't that good. And they tried to mimic Topspin, but just wasn't. What's the one they came out with? We brought last year, Curtis. They came out. We raved about getting it, and it was trash.
AEW.
The tennis game that came out. It was like World Advanced Tennis.
Oh, yeah.
And that game just did not live up. Topspin is I'm only watching videos. I haven't played the gameplay yet, but I'm like, that's the Topspin I was used to. Right? And I think the roster is amazing. You got Steffi Graf in here. You got every top tennis player that matters in this game.
Say it
Who cares
again.
about if the new people aren't on there? You don't watch tennis anyway.
Andre Agassi, yeah.
He's in the game. Coco Gauff's in the game. Everybody that's new and hot is in the game. So, and if they're not, guess what? We got idiots out there who love sports enough, who has no life enough, don't get laid enough to make them for you. So, figure it all out. But yo, let's get this game away before we leave. We're at the highest point we've been. So I'm gonna ask a question in the chat. How about that?
Okay, let's do it.
And that's how we give this. That's how we give it away.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna let Brandon ask the question. Brandon, give him something tough, and that's how they have the answer. First one that responds gets it.
Like a trivia question?
Like a trivia sports question, yeah. And it better not be about the Yankees.
Ooh.
Come on, Brandon. I put the ball in your court. Come on, don't twiddle your beard. Give me a question.
I gotta think. I gotta think.
I got like 18 of them right
on
now.
the spot.
Mine's gonna be wrestling oriented if I gotta go.
You know what? Go ahead and do yours then, Mike. Do your
do
WrestleMania
yours.
one.
Damn it. Yeah. Okay. At what WrestleMania? Let's make it real easy for you. At what WrestleMania did Hulk Hogan beat the Ultimate Warrior?
And I think if you played the new WWE Showcase, I think that one was in there, wasn't
It's a trick question. What I asked technically. It's a trick question. EA Tennis games were bad. They are very bad. EA Tennis games.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they suck.
I know what I said, so I'm gonna repeat it. At what WrestleMania did Hogan beat the Ultimate Warrior? There's the answer. There's the winner. He fought it because he didn't beat him. Because he didn't beat him. He lost at WrestleMania 6. So, Eric, you are going to get gifted from Curtis here.
No, you got it.
Oh, well, no, he just came in later. Warrior didn't win. Yeah, you're right. He didn't win. That was a trick question. That's why I asked it the way that I did. 4, they didn't wrestle at 4. So Curtis, Eric, send us your information, and Curtis got you a brand new game. What game were you giving away? What game were you giving away?
Turbo Golf Racing, which I'll have my review out right after this show.
Turbo Golf. See, I could have kept the game for myself, y'all.
You could have. You got an Xbox, so.
Hey.
All right.
You got an Xbox.
A trash box, an Xbox.
An Xbox. I like my Xbox, man. I like it.
My
Hey,
Xbox, and I love my
let's go
PlayStation 4.
ahead and get up out of here. My name is Curtis with Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on X at Cali from the Dojo. And go ahead, Brandon. Plug yourself in.
I'm Brandon Satterwhite, and you can follow me on X at bsatterwhite18. And make sure you go check out the SGO Gridiron YouTube channel. Got something I've been cooking up, dropping over there this week.
Yeah. And
Yo, shout out to everybody at SGO. Honestly, I'm always in the know of what's going on in gaming because of this crew, because of the reviews. I'm a subscriber, so make sure you guys smash that subscribe button so when they go on live with different videos, and especially with follow the newsletter or the website to get the articles that are being written. We got a lot of people out here that are out here loving sports games, so they're showing their love and passion for sports games. Brandon's a very good person when it comes to Major League Baseball and MLB The Show. He puts in the time on the game.
Oh yeah,
I think it's important to, if you're going to follow somebody about gaming, you follow people who actually are playing the game. Okay, so shout out to them. And again, my name is in my show. If you can just follow the Mike Knox Show on YouTube here. I've been at it for a while. Like I said, I'm trying to give some things away. Apparently, that's the way to get it subs, is giving away free shit. So I got a bunch of autographs and signing jackets to give away. So, hey, make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe to the Mike Knox Show. And we'll see y'all next time. And I'm going to say this much before we got here, Corey, before you get us out of here. We've had our highest numbers I've ever seen on this program during this show. I've been doing this show for 2 years now, and we got good numbers as the numbers roll over because you guys come back and you listen. But live listeners, we are destroying the numbers right now, and I appreciate you guys for checking in.
Love it.
That's a testament to Curtis, Brandon, and myself. He gives me so much credit. Curtis does. I don't deserve none of it. Okay. So with that being said, Curtis, get us up out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Sports Gamers Online, and make sure you guys follow us on Discord. Also, Eric, make sure you DM me, Curtis from the Dojo, on Discord to get you your game. And we'll check you guys later. All right. Peace.
Fingers. You know what that means.
Yeah!